Alrighty then. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stratomatic 1978 American League Replay. Today, we bring you the home opener between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays, and then we'll take you to the home opener of the Milwaukee Brewers and the Baltimore Orioles from Memorial Stadium. So, we'll have two excellent games today. Let's get down to the field and go over some preliminary stuff, including starting pitchers and records. For the Detroit Tigers, who are 1-4 on the year, struggling, will be Jim Slaton. Then on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays will be Jerry Garvin. The Blue Jays come in at a surprising 3-2 record. Welcome to Exhibition Stadium. Here are your lineups. LaFleur will lead off, followed by Whitaker and Staub, Thompson, Kemp, and Corcoran, May, Rodriguez, and Trammell. For the Blue Jays, Bosetti, Baylor, and Howell, Carty, Mayberry, Hutton, McKay, Gomez, and Ashby. Welcome to baseball here on a Tuesday afternoon. The Tigers at 1-4, the Blue Jays at 3-2. Let's get down to the field. While the Blue Jays take the field, it's Hutton, Bosetti, and Howell, followed by Baylor, Gomez, McKay, Mayberry, and then Ashby and Jerry Garvin on the mound, who's 0-1, 8.10 ERA, 11 hits in 7 innings in his last start. So here's Ronald LaFleur, who'll lead off. He's hitting .286, 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Garvin, the lefty, and the pitch. And the first pitch of the ball game is a line drive to second base. McKay with it, 1 away. Here's Lou Whitaker. Good to see him in the lineup versus a lefty. He's 2 for 8. Garvin with the windup, lefty matchup, and the pitch. So ground ball to second. McKay with the play, and there's 2 outs. Now here's Rusty Staub. Staub hitting .176, no home runs, 1 RBI. You can tell these Tigers have not been hitting well this year. Garvin looks in. Here's the windup to Staub, and that's going to be up drive the right field and deep, but Howell is there, makes the catch, and the Tigers go 1-2-3. We go to bottom of the first inning, Tigers nothing, and here come the Blue Jays. For the Tigers, it's Kemp, LaFleur, and Corcoran, and it'll be Rodriguez, Trammell, Whitaker, and Thompson, followed by May and Jimmy Slaton, who's 1-0 on the year, 5.14 ERA, 4 hits over 7 innings, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. And here comes Rick Bosetti, hitting .211, no home runs, 1 RBI. Slaton with the windup, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a line drive deep to left field. That could go. Back goes LaFleur. He can't get it. It's gone over the center field wall. Rick Bosetti goes yard, and the Toronto Blue Jays take a 1-0 lead. So Bosetti homers the center field. The Blue Jays with a quick lead, and here's Bob Baylor. He's 3 for 9 with an RBI. So Slaton gives up a quick bomb. Here in Toronto, singles are 1-11, while the home runs are 1-9. Slaton with the windup. Here's the pitch to Baylor, and that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Back goes LaFleur. No, does not make the catch. It's off his glove. He could not get it. Baylor goes to second. He does, and he's in there on second with a 2-base error. So the Blue Jays start fast. Here now is Roy Howell hitting .304, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Slaton from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Howell, and that's going to be a pop up to first. Thompson waits, makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Here is Rico Carty, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Slaton from the stretch, and here's the pitch to Carty, and Carty hits a drive to deep left field. That ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is gone. Rico Carty homers the left center field, and it's 3-0 Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays take a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning, and here's Big John Mayberry hitting .211, home run, and 3 RBIs. Slaton with the windup and the pitch to Mayberry, and that's a walk, and Slaton is struggling. Here's Tom Hutton, .231, no home runs, no RBIs. Slaton from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Hutton. Ground ball to second, gets the out at first, but Mayberry goes to second. Here's Dave McKay. Slaton from the stretch. Here's the pitch to McKay, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Good play by Rodriguez. He's got it. Throws him out, and the inning's over. But the Blue Jays get 3. We played 3-0 Toronto. So for Jim Slaton that inning, 2 of the 3 runs were earned. The third one wasn't. Blue Jays with a quick 3-0 lead. 3 runs on 2 hits for Toronto. No runs, no hits for the Tigers. Top of the second here. First game of a doubleheader. The back half of this game will be the Brewers and Orioles, an excellent matchup in the American League East. Here's Jason Thompson, be followed by Kemp and Corcoran. Garvin with the windup, lefty-lefty matchup. Thompson hitting 316, one home run, one RBI. Pitch to Jason, and that's a strikeout for Thompson, one away. Here's Steve Kemp. Kemp hitting 263, no home runs, no RBIs. Garvin from the windup and the pitch, and that's a walk to Kemp. And here's Corcoran. He's 2 for 5 on the year so far, very small size. Garvin from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strikeout. Got him on the inside corner looking. Here's Milt May hitting 333, 3 for 9 RBI. Again, May in the lineup today. Got Lance Parrish who could also hit. Garvin from the stretch in the pitch, and that's going to be a base hit up the middle. Kemp will go to third. Tigers have first and third, 2 outs. Here's Aurelio Rodriguez, 3 for 9 on the year, hitting 333. Garvin from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a line drive, base hit. Now score a run. 3-1 Blue Jays. RBI for Aurelio Rodriguez. Here's Alan Trammell. Garvin from the stretch. First and second, 2 out. Trammell at the hit. Trammell pops to short. Missed it in a clutch situation. Gomez with the play, and we go to the bottom of the second. It's Toronto 3, Detroit 1. Gomez followed by Ashby and Bosetti. Slaton with the windup. Here's the pitch to Gomez. Blind to short. Trammell with the play. Here's Ashby, 462 and 13 at-bats. A double homer and 3 RBIs. Ashby batting left-handed. Slaton with the windup and the pitch. That's a walk to Ashby, so he gets on. Here's Bosetti. We got off the game with a home run, his first of the year. Slaton from the stretch and the pitch. That will be a ground ball to short. Double play. Trammell to Whitaker to Thompson. We play 2, 3-1 Toronto. Third inning here, game 1 of the 10th, game 1 of a doubleheader today. Here's Ron LaFleur. Garvin with the windup and the pitch. LaFleur 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a strikeout with LaFleur. He's 0 for 2. Here's Whitaker. He's 0 for 1 with the ground out. Garvin with the windup and the pitch. And that's going to be a liner in the gap. Whitaker around first, stays there. Now let's see if Whitaker might run. What are his odds to run today? Ooh, he gets picked a little bit. Staub with the bat. Runner on first, 1 out. Garvin from the stretch. Pitch to Staub. Fly ball right field. Howell's there. Makes the catch. Toronto is not blessed with good outfielders this game. Poor range in both sides of the corners. They're getting lucky here. Stuff is on the batter's card, not the pitcher's card. 2 outs. Garvin with the windup and the pitch to Thompson. And Thompson is a line drive, and it's caught by the second baseman. And the Tigers are retired. We go to the bottom of third, 3-1 Toronto. Baylor, Howell, and Carty to batter. Slaton out there. He's a veteran. Here it is. Righty-righty matchup to Bob Baylor. Reached on an error his first time up. Fly to center field. Before there, makes the catch and 1 away. Here's Roy Howell. 292, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Slaton with the windup and the pitch. And that's a walk. So Slaton with the walk. Here is Carty. Home run with 2 RBIs. His first time, a 2-run bomb. It was his third of the year. Slaton from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Carty. Carty, ground ball to third. That's 2. Rodriguez. Whitaker back to first, double play. We played 3. It is Toronto 3 and Detroit 1. Top of the 4th. Game 1 of our doubleheader today. The back end game is the Brewers and Orioles. Here's Kemp, followed by Corcoran and May. Garvin with the windup. Here's the pitch to Kemp. And Kemp with the line drive in the gap. It's over Bosetti's head. That's a triple for Kemp. And he leads off the 4. So Steve Kemp leads it off. Now here's Tim Corcoran. Garvin from the stretch. Infield is playing back. They're not worried about giving up the run, the pitch. Drop the first. Mayberry with the catch. Kemp has to hold. That's a huge out. Here's Milt May, 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. So far, he's 4 for 10 in limited time. Milt May always a good backup to good starting catcher. Garvin from the stretch. Here's the pitch to May. May with a ground ball to second. This could score the run. That's McKay. No, he should get this. Throws him out, and the run does score. It's 3-2. So Milt May with the ground ball to second scores the run, RBI. It's now 3-2 Toronto. Here's Aurelio Rodriguez. Garvin with the windup, the pitch to Rodriguez, and that's a walk, and Jerry Garvin's is again lack of control is getting to him. Runner on first and 2 outs. Here's Tremmel, 0 for 1. Garvin from the stretch and the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout for Tremmel. Good job by Jerry Garvin to get out of that one. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Toronto 3 and Detroit 2. Here's Mayberry, Hutton, McKay. Mayberry has he got on base on a walk his first time up. Lefty righty matchup. Slaton with the pitch to John Mayberry. Mayberry hits a shot to the gap. That's a base hit. Mayberry stops at first. He's on the lead off the fourth. Now here's Tom Hutton. 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up. Slaton from the stretch. The pitch to Hutton. Hutton is a ground ball to first. He'll go around 3-6-3. Double play. Good job there. Thompson to Tremmel. Back to Thompson. 3-6-3 double play. And here is Dave McKay. He's 0 for 1. So far, this Tiger defense looking strong today. I believe has turned 3 double plays so far going into this bottom of the fourth inning. Slaton with the windup to McKay. He's 0 for 1, 0 for 6 on the year. And that's a pop up to short. Tremmel's there, makes the catch. We played 4, Toronto 3, and Detroit 2. LaFleur, Whitaker, Staub the bat. Tough part of the lineup for Jerry Garvin from the windup, and here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout for LaFleur. One away, a big strikeout to start the fifth. So now here's Whitaker. Garvin with the windup and the pitch. That will be a space hit for Whitaker. He's 2 for 3. Now here's Staub. He's struggled so far. He needs to pick up the bat. He's 0 for 2. Garvin from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out, and the big pitch of the ball game. There it is. Base hit for Staub. Whitaker to third, and the Tigers have a little tying run at third with 1 out. And it's going to be Jason Thompson. Blue Jays will try to play the infield back. They're going to try to get the double play to get out of this inning. Lefty matchup. Garvin from the stretch, pitch to Thompson. Thompson, a walk to him, and the bases are loaded now with 1 out for Steve Kemp. Tripled his last time up and walked. He scored one of the runners. He's putting together a little solid year, 2 triples. He is so far hitting an even 300 with 1 out. Lefty matchup. Garvin to Kemp and the pitch. The pitch is going to be a fly ball. This should tie it. Bosetti with the catch. Here comes Whitaker. Scores, and we're tied at 3. RBI for Steve Kemp. Here's Tim Corcoran now. First and second, 2 outs. A clutch situation for Corcoran. Corcoran neither here or there gets any hits. So he doesn't lose anything. Garvin from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Corcoran. And there's a base hit for Corcoran. Now score Staub. Thompson goes to third, and the Tigers now take a 4-3 lead. Here's Milt May, 1 for 2 with the RBI. Garvin from the stretch, pitch to May. And that's going to be a line drive. Base hit, scores Thompson. The Tigers with a 3 spot in the fifth now lead at 5-3 as the Tigers begin the roar. First and second, 2 outs for Rodriguez. Garvin from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Aurelio. And that's a ground ball to second. Tough play for McKay. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. But the Tigers score 3 at 5-3. Tigers going to the bottom of the fifth inning. So the Tigers with a bit of a roar there in the fifth gets everything going. Here's Gomez, Ashby, Bosetti. Slaton with the windup, the pitch to Gomez. And that's a ground ball to second. Played by Whitaker. Throws them out 1 away. Gomez retired. Here's Ashby. Walked his first time up. Slaton with the windup, the pitch to Ashby, and that is a hit by pitch, and Ashby will take first. Tying runner comes to play for Bosetti. Homer to lead off the game, was first of the year. Slaton from the stretch, pitch to Bosetti, and Bosetti a base hit. So Ashby goes to third. First and third, Blue Jays for Bob Baylor. Tigers again not bringing the infield in. They'll play it back, trying to get their 4th double play of this ball game. Slaton from the stretch, and they will take the wild pitch. Scores a run. It's 5-4. So Slaton unleashes a wild pitch. Runner on second, 1 out for Baylor. Slaton from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That will be a ground ball to third. That's a good play by Rodriguez. Gets it, throws them out, and runner on third has to hold. Now it's going to be a clutch situation for Roy Howell. Howell comes out again, neither here or there gets a hit actually in the clutch on the 2-11. Slaton from the stretch, 5-4 Tigers. And there is going to be a ground ball to second. Whitaker with the play. We played 5. 5-4 Tigers. We head to the sixth. Trammell, LaFleur, Whitaker for the Tigers. Garvin on the mound in the top of the sixth. Garvin with the windup and the pitch to Trammell. That's a line drive to second, one away. Here's LaFleur. He is so far 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Garvin with the windup and pitch to LaFleur. And LaFleur hits a drive to left field. That could be trouble. Down the line, gone. Ron LaFleur with a home run, and the Tigers lead it 6-4. That's LaFleur's second home run of the year. Tigers an extra runs of insurance. And here's Whitaker, 2 for 3. Garvin with the windup and the pitch. And that's going to be a line caught by McKay. One away. Here's Staub. Garvin looking in, gets to sign to Staub, who's 1 for 3. Pitch to Rusty, and that's a base hit for Staub. He's 2 for 4. Now here's Thompson, 0 for 2 with the run scored. Garvin looking to struggle a little bit. Garvin from the stretch. And the pitch struck him out, and Garvin's given the Blue Jays 6. It's 6-4 Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 6th, thanks to a Ron LaFleur's second home run of the year. So now here is Cardi, Mayberry, Hutton. Last time we had the Blue Jays on the channel, they came back and roared back in an amazing comeback. Slaton with the windup. Here's the pitch to Cardi. Cardi with a pop to first. Thompson there makes the catch, one away. So Slaton with 234 innings. He's going to give you length for this Tiger team. Slaton with the windup. Here's the pitch to Big John Mayberry. 1 for 1 with a walk. And Mayberry grounds the first. Thompson takes to the bag himself, and there's 2 outs for Tom Hutton. He's 0 for 2. Slaton with the windup. Here's the pitch to Hutton. And Hutton with a line drive caught by Thompson. We played 6. It's 6-4 Detroit. Kemp, Corcoran, and May in the 7th. Garvin is staying out there, but how much longer? Who do they have now on here? It looks like they have Baylor Moore. I think he finally got added to this team. I don't think he was here the last time. Don Kirkwood. So Blue Jays have added some arms. So that's good to know. Tom Murphy is still on this team. So let's see who the Blue Jays will go to right now. We'll keep with Kemp, Corcoran, and May. Lefty, all lefties coming up against Garvin. Garvin with the windup pitch to Kemp. And that's a base hit. Boy, Garvin's kind of getting tattooed. Runner on first, nobody out in the 7th for Corcoran. And again, let's see who the Blue Jays might look to here. Again, to look at their bench. And it will be Mike Willis. So Willis will come on in. And he on the year, no record, 4.50 ERA, 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, and a couple strikeouts. Different lefty matchup here. Here's a pitch to Corcoran, and that's going to ground ball to first. Let's see, can they turn 2? No, it cannot. That should turn to a 3. That could be a base hit, and it is because the runners were holding. First and third for the Tigers as Corcoran kicks it through the open hole. First and third, nobody else for Milton May now. So now Willis in trouble. Blue Jays have to bring the infield in. Tigers by 2 in the top of the 7th. Wills from the stretch. 2 for 3, 2 RBIs for May. And there is a base hit. That's going to go gap. Bosetti can't get it. Kemp will score. Corcoran will go to third, will hold. And the Tigers have opened up a 7-4 lead. The Tigers out hitting the Blue Jays today, 13-4. Here's Rodriguez. Will from the stretch. Second and third, nobody out. Pitch to Rodriguez. And that's a line to short. Gomez with the play, 1 away. Here's Trammell. Will's looking from the stretch. Pitch to Trammell. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. That's a tough play. He gets it. Let's see if the infield was in. It was. So the runners will hold. We got the runner at the plate, actually. So good job there. So McKay went home, got the tag in. Tigers went on contact. That could be a bad play in the future. Tigers now by 3 with 2 outs for LaFleur. LaFleur, a big home run back in the 6th inning. His second of the year. Will's now looking in. LaFleur, let's see if the Blue Jays want to go a righty here. And they might go to Tom Murphy. So Tom Murphy will now come in. He wants to deter against LaFleur's average here. First and third, 2 outs. Murphy from the right-hand side. And that's a fly ball to center. Bosetti is there. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Get up and stretch. Detroit 7, Toronto 4. Second game of our doubleheader is the Milwaukee Brewers and the Baltimore Orioles. Bottom 7, baseball here. We're playing the 1978 American League Stratomatic replay. Here is Slaton now looking in, seventh inning, 7-4. Pitch to McKay. 2-9, ground ball back to the mound. Slaton with the plate, one away. Here's Luis Gomez. Slaton with the windup, pitch to Gomez. And that's a base hit to center field for Gomez. So now Slaton probably have to look at him now as the Tigers are reaching now probably a little bit past his. They got Jerry Crawford now on this bench. That must be fairly new. Taylor and Fulcost. They got some guys that have not been used a lot on this team, and we'll see what that does to them. Let's see. As Ashby, who's been up twice, walked and hit by a pitch. Slaton from the stretch, and that's going to be a walk. And now there's two on, and now he might be working against Slaton's point of weakness here. First and second, one out for Bosetti. 2 for 3. He's grounded into a double play, and he also homered to lead off the first. Slaton from the stretch, tying runners on, pitch to Bosetti, and that's a fly ball to center. He just missed it. LaFleur there with the catch. There's 2 outs. And now here's Baylor with 621 at bats. He kind of has to hit, no matter what you might think of him or what you might have on that bench. He's an everyday player. So Slaton from the stretch, first and second, 2 outs. Slaton from the stretch, and that's a ground ball to short. Goes to second, and Slaton finds his way to dodge out of problems. It's 7-4 Detroit. We go to the top of the 8th. Murphy looks in. It's a 7-4. Whitaker, Staub, Thompson. Geez, all lefties. God, the Tiger team is filth on left-handed pitching or left-handed hitters. They will take their chances and go to someone who has not been yet in this game, Don Kirkwood. So Don Kirkwood comes in his first outing of the season as we play the 8th inning. Kirkwood, the windup, pitch to Whitaker, and there's a fly ball to center field. Bosetti is there, makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's Staub, 2 for 4 with the run scored. Kirkwood with the windup and pitch to Staub. Staub is 2 for 4, and he is missed that one. That's a routine grounder to short. Gomez with the throw throws them out, and that's 2 outs here in the 8th. Here's Thompson 0 for 3. I mean, Tiger middle lineup not hitting a lot, but the Tigers with 13 hits in the ball game, getting the majority of the hits. I mean, Whitaker has 2 hits. Staub has 2 hits, which is always nice. Then 2 hits from Kemp and Corcoran, while Milt May is 3 for 4 and 3 runs batted in. So here's Kirkwood, 2 outs in the 8th, pitch to Thompson, and Thompson with the line drive base hit number 14. Here's Kemp, 2 for 4, tripled and then singled. He also had a sac fly with an RBI. Kirkwood from the stretch and the pitch, and that's a fly ball to right field. Howell was there and makes the catch, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Detroit 7, Toronto 4. Now the question is, how much longer does Slaton give you? Here's Howell. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Slaton with the windup to Howell, and Howell with a fly ball to right field. Corcoran there, 1 away in the 8th. Here's Carty, 2-run homer back in the first. That was his 3rd of the season. Slaton with the windup, pitch to Carty, and that's going to be a base hit. One more hit should probably fatigue him. And now here's Mayberry, 1 for 2 with a walk, a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Slaton from the stretch, lefty, righty, lefty matchup, pitch from Slaton, and that's a ground ball to second. Only plays the first. Carty will move to second. There's 2 outs. And now here's Tom Hutton. Slaton bearing down, trying to give him 8. Slaton from the stretch, runner on second, 2 out, pitch to Tom Hutton. That's that is possibly, it's going to be a fast, it'll be a pass ball or foul out. Does he get the pass ball? Yes, he does. Carty moves to third. So now Carty goes to third, giving Hutton's at bat a chance to extend. Slaton from the stretch. Could be a big pitch to this ball game. Pitch to Tom Hutton. And fly ball to left field. Kemp with the catch, and Jim Slaton's giving the Tiger pitching staff 8 strong innings. It's 7-4 Detroit. Top of the 9th, game 1, second game of doubleheader of the Brewers and Orioles. So now it's going to be Corcoran followed by May and Rodriguez. Kirkwood looks in, and the pitch to Corcoran. And that's a ground ball back to Kirkwood, 1 away. Here's Milt May, 3 for 4 in a double so far. Kirkwood with the windup and the pitch. That's a fly ball right field. Howell is there and makes the catch, 2 outs. Here's Rodriguez. Aurelio, 1 for 3, a single back in the second, run batted, and he's also walked. Kirkwood with the windup and the pitch. And that's a double to center field for Aurelio Rodriguez. His second hit of the ball game now brings up Tremmel. He is 0 for 4 so far. Rodriguez Kirkwood from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 out. Big pitch here. And that's going to be, caught by the shortstop Gomez to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. It's Tigers 7, Blue Jays 4. The Tigers 7, 15 and 1, while the Blue Jays are 4, 6 and 0. Slaton with the windup. It's McKay, Gomez, and Ashby. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to first, picked up by Thompson. He gets it to the bag and one away. Can Jim Slaton give him a very impressive complete game here? Slaton from the windup. Here's the pitch to Gomez. And Gomez caught by the shortstop Tremmel or Whitaker for the second out. Here's Ashby. Last call for the Blue Jays. As this is last licks for Toronto. So Ashby the batter. He's walked twice, hit by a pitch, has not been up officially today. Slaton with the windup pitch to Ashby. And as a ground ball to first, Thompson takes to the bag, and the Detroit Tigers have defeated the Toronto Blue Jays by the score of 7-4. Again, the line is Detroit, 7 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. The Blue Jays, 4 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. No errors. The winning pitcher is Jim Slaton, goes 9 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. Garvin takes the loss, goes 6 innings, 11 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Willis, Murphy, and Kirkwood looked strong in relief, giving the Blue Jays a very effective 3 innings of solid relief. The Tigers left 11 on base while the Blue Jays left 5. The Tigers turned a very impressive 3 double plays. LaFleur had his second home run, Bosetti his first, and Carty his third. Big game of the day. Milt May 3 for 5, 3 RBIs, had the 3-hit day for the Tigers, while the Blue Jays got 2 hits from Bosetti, including a home run, and Rico Carty 2 for 4, including a 2-run homer. The Tigers win this one. They'll go to 2-4, while the Blue Jays drop to 500 and are 3 for 3. Let's take a look at what's going on here. We'll continue and play the second game of a doubleheader. So give me 1 second to rev that up. This will be from Memorial Stadium, as it will be the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. It will be Larry Sorensen against Dennis Martinez. So they'll go ahead and get things roaring here. Let's see if we have the parks here set up. Let's see. Do I still have it? Let's see. I'm looking for my parks thing here. Oh, gotta look it up again. Oh, I did probably. It's in Excel. Okay, my fault. So Baltimore 1978 will be playing at Park 472 today. So let's go ahead and make sure we're in compliance here today. This is the first game of a 4-game series, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday doubleheader Sunday. That should be fun. That'll probably be both games will show at one point. A nice doubleheader in the month of April here in 1978. And now we'll go ahead and change that ballpark a little bit. See if we can get something that we like. Let's see. You know what? Since it is in Excel, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I find what I'm looking for. And again, it's 472. Changes that ballpark. 472. Oops, sorry. 470. Field. Yeah, that should be fine. 472. And we take you to Baltimore. So Memorial Stadium, Brewers and the Orioles. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers. So far, the Milwaukee Brewers are 4-1, and the Orioles are 3-2. Sorensen against Martinez. For the Brewers, it's Mulder, Money, Cooper, Heisel, Ogilvie, Lascano, Bando, Thomas, and Martinez. Still no Robin Yount in the lineup. So for the Orioles, Bunbury, Smith, Singleton, Murray, May, Harlow, DeCinces, Dempsey, and Belanger. Let's head to the ballpark in Memorial Stadium. Second game of our doubleheader. Dennis Martinez, 0-1, got hit hard the last time. 5 innings of work, 11 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, gave up a couple home runs, probably to the Brewer team. Here is Mulder. Your team is back in the lineup. Missed the last game, I believe. Mulder on the year hitting 167. Dennis Martinez on the mound. Here we go. Home opener from Memorial Stadium. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. To Sensei with the play, and there's one away. Here's Don Money. Boy, he is hitting. 17 at bats, one home run, 6 RBIs, hitting 529. Martinez with the windup pitch to Money, and that's a line drive to shortstop, 2 outs. Here's Cooper hitting a very impressive 318. One home run, 6 RBIs. Martinez with a windup to Cooper, and Cooper hits a line drive, base hit, so Cooper is on. Here's Larry Heisel hitting 350. One home run, 3 RBIs. Martinez now from the stretch, pitch to Heisel, and that will be a fly ball to right field. That's Singleton. Does he make it? No, he does not make the play. Drops in front, played him too deep. Cooper will head to third, and the Brewers keep the inning alive. Here's Ben Ogilvy. Boy, he's 6 for 10 in limited duty. 2 home runs, 2 RBIs. Martinez from the stretch and the pitch. And another base hit for Ogilvy. And the Brewers take a 1-0 lead. Heisel the third. Brewers up 1-0. Here in Baltimore, basically not a good hitter's ballpark. 1-4 on singles, 1-4 on home runs. Here's Lascano hitting 278, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Martinez from the stretch now. And that's a strikeout for Dennis Martinez. Milwaukee scores 1-0. Milwaukee heads to the bottom of the first. Bunbury, Smith, and Singleton the bat for the Birds. Larry Sorensen, no record on the year, did pitch he pitched 9 innings, so the Brewer game went to extra innings, 7 hits, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Sorensen looks in, gets assigned to Bunbury, 263 hitter, no home runs, 2 RBIs, and the pitch, that's single to center field. Let's now see if Bunbury wants to run. He will try and doesn't get the lead. So now Billy Smith, the batter. Sorensen from the stretch, pitch to Billy Smith. And that's a walk. So the Orioles got 2 on and nobody out. And here's Ken Singleton again, underappreciated. He's been underused. 12 at-bats, 2 doubles, 3 homers, and 6 runs batted in. Sorensen from the stretch, pitch to Singleton. And that's a walk to Singleton, and the Orioles with the bases loaded, nobody out for Eddie Murray. Bases loaded. Murray hitting 381 with 1 RBI. Sorensen from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a line drive in a gap. Lascano catches it. Turns around. Bunbury scores with ease. Here comes the play to third. Not in time. Smith goes to third. First and third, 1 out. Orioles tie the game at 1. Here's Lee May. 19 at-bats. Has not found the stroke yet. Hitting .53. Sorensen from the stretch to May. And the pitch. And there's a line drive base hit. Smith will score. Singleton the third. Baltimore leads 2-1. And here's Larry Harlow. 4 for 12 in RBI so far on the year. Sorensen from the stretch. Pitch to Harlow. And Harlow with a strikeout. 2 outs. And here's Doug DeCinces. Hitting 286. 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Sorensen from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs. Pitch to DeCinces. And DeCinces hits a drive to left, but the weather will hold this back. Heisel with the catch. 2-1 Baltimore. We played 1. Second game of a doubleheader in the Stratomatic 1978 American League replay. Here's Bando followed by Thomas and Martinez. So Dennis Martinez on the mound. Here's the pitch to Bando. And that's a fly ball center field. Harlow with the catch, and there's one away. Here's Garvin Thomas. Martinez with the windup and the pitch. And fly ball left field, played by Bunbury. Oh, he dropped it. Bunbury dropped the ball off his glove, and Thomas will hustle in the second for that error. Runner on second, 1 away for Buck Martinez. So Martinez from the stretch, pitch to him. And Martinez with liner. Oh, caught by DeCinces. 2 outs. Here's Mulder, 0 for 1. Martinez now from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs. Anything here is unearned. Pitch to Mulder, and that's a ground ball to third. DeCinces throws him out. It's 2-1 Baltimore. Dempsey, Belanger, and Bunbury. Sorensen with the windup. Here's the pitch to Dempsey, and that's a strikeout, 1 away. Here's Belanger. Sorensen with the windup. Here's the pitch to Belanger, and that's a walk to Belanger for Bunbury now. Boy, good ball players out Bunbury. Must got seriously hurt at some point during the year. Sorensen from the stretch. Pitch to Bunbury. And Bunbury with the ground ball to first. They'll turn 2, 3, 6, 3. Gets the double play. We played 2-1 Baltimore. So now here's Money, followed by Cooper and Heisel in the third. So Money to bat. Martinez looks in. Money so far 0 for 1. Pitch to Don. That is a line drive base hit. So Money's on at first. And here's Coop. So Money with some interesting numbers. Gets it on a 3%. Doesn't get it. He stays at first. Cooper. 1 for 1, a run scored. Martinez from the stretch. Pitch to Cooper. And that's a ground ball to first. Goes to short. And Cooper will beat the relay to make it one away. So a fielder's choice there. That will go 3-6. Here's Heisel, 1 for 1 with a single, 21 at bats, a home run, 3 RBIs. Martinez with a stretch, pitch to Heisel, and that's a line drive to short for 2 outs. Here's Ogilvy, 1 for 1 in RBI. Boys, 11 at bats, 636. So Martinez from the stretch, pitch to Ogilvy, and that's a fly ball to right. They'll retire Ogilvy here, and that's it. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It's 2-1 Orioles. Smith, Singleton, and Murray to bat. Sorensen looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Billy Smith, not the goalie from the Islanders. Base hit Billy Smith. So Billy Smith is on base. Again, looking to get some speed numbers. He has a little bit of an opportunity. Doesn't get it. Here's Singleton, walked his first time up. Sorensen from the stretch, pitch to Singleton. And that's a base hit for Singleton. 2 on and nobody out. So big time there. Here's Murray now. Murray to bat, first and second, no out. Sorensen from the stretch, first and second. And that is going to be a pop to first. Cooper with the play, 1 away. Here's May. 1 for 1 with an RBI. Sorensen from the stretch and the pitch. And that's a fly ball center field. Thomas with it, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So with 2 big outs now, they'll have pitch to Harlow. And they'll not try for third. Smith holds. Harlow is 0 for 1 so far. Most of this Oriole team is hitting. So with this Brewer team, we'll have to take a look at the season stats on hitting. But there looks like they both had a lot of high averages. First and second, 2 outs. Sorensen from the stretch. Pitches to Harlow. And that's a little liner. No. And again, with ballpark singles on a 1-4, they're going to come at a premium. It's 2-1 Baltimore. We head to the 4th inning. Here's Loscano, Bando, and Thomas. Martinez with the windup and the pitch. And that's a foul out behind the plate. Here's Bando. Martinez looks in with the full windup. The Bando. Captain Sal struck him out. 2 away. Here's Gorman Thomas. Reached on an error his first time up. Martinez with the windup. Pitch to Gorman. And Gorman Thomas with a liner. Base hit Gorman Thomas. Here's Buck Martinez now with 2 outs. On deck is Mulder, so they flip the lineup. That's what you want to do. Martinez from the stretch. Pitch to Buck. And that's a fly ball left field. Let's see if Bunbury holds on to this one. No, it's going to go over his head. So Bunbury misplayed that one. Thomas will go to third, stays there, and Buck Martinez will bring Molitor to the bat. Second and third, 2 outs. Molitor's 0 for 2. Tremendous hitter. Let's see what Paulie does. 20 at bats. Struggling at the bat so far early on the year. Martinez from the stretch. Does he get a big hit here? And he will. That's a base hit. Scores both. Brewers lead 3-2 as Molitor knocks in 2. So a 3-2 ball game as Bunbury misplayed one. And there goes Molitor on the run. He steals second. So Molitor steals second with 2 outs. Martinez now from the stretch pitches to Money. And Money with a little dribbler. Bunbury with the catch retires aside. Milwaukee scores 2. 3-2 Milwaukee. We head to the bottom of the 4th. The Sensei Dempsey Belanger. Sorensen with the pitch to Dempsey. That's a fly ball center field. Thomas with the play. Makes the catch, 1 away. Here's Dempsey. Sorensen with the windup and the pitch to Rick Dempsey. Dempsey with a strikeout, 2 outs. So Larry Sorensen coming back a little bit strong here. Third strikeout of the ball game. Here's Belanger. They again flip the lineup. They'll lead off with Bunbury next inning or next. Sorensen with a windup pitch to Belanger. And he gets a base hit, so Bunbury will bat. He's 1 for 2. Led the game off with a single and scored. Sorensen from the stretch. Pitch to Bunbury. Bunbury with a deep drive right field line. Loscano makes the catch at the wall. Ballpark homers at a minimum. It's 3-2 Milwaukee. Into the 5th we go. It is Cooper, followed by Heisel and Ogilvy. Martinez looks in. Here's the pitch to Cooper. And that's a ground ball to second. Good play by Smith. Throws him out, 1 away. Here's Heisel. Martinez looks in. Gets the sign to Larry. And that is going to be a ground ball to second. Smith to play, 2 outs. Now here's Ogilvy. Ogilvy 1 for 2 in RBI. Martinez with a windup. And that's going to be a ground ball. The second, Smith makes the play, retires the side, and the Brewers go very slowly in the fifth. 3-2 Milwaukee. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Larry Sorensen, his fifth inning of work. Again, a no decision in his first start, but he did pitch a complete game. Sorensen looks into Billy Smith, 1 for 1, a walk and a single. And there is going to be a line drive base hit for Billy Smith in the gap. And Billy Smith in the second with a stand-up double. So now here's Singleton, a walk and a single. Sorensen from the stretch, runner on second, nobody out. Pitch to Singleton. And Singleton a little liner, but Money makes the catch. Again, what I said before, ballpark hits are at a minimum here at Memorial Stadium, only a 1-4. Sorensen from the stretch. Runner on second, one out. Pitch to Murray. Ground ball to first. Cooper takes it to bag. Smith will move to third in case of a wild pitch or pass ball. And now here's Lee May. Only loses that 3-7 on the clutch, so he's still a fairly good hitter. But again, May hasn't hit much today. 1 for 2, had a hit. 21 at bats, barely under a buck. Sorensen from the stretch, pitch to Murray, to May, and pops to first. May can't believe it. We go to the sixth. It is 3-2 Milwaukee. We go to the top of the sixth inning here. Second game of our doubleheader. So here, the first game was the Tigers and Blue Jays. This is the Brewers and Orioles, both home openers in this early April schedule. Martinez with a windup. Here's the pitch to Lascano, and that's going to be a strikeout, one away. Here's Bando. Martinez looks in, pitch to Bando. And Bando with a fly ball right field. Singleton is there, makes the catch. 3 strikeouts today for Dennis Martinez. Has also given up 6 hits. Martinez with a windup, pitch to Gorman Thomas, and he struck him out. So Dennis Martinez looking stronger than he did in the first game. It's Milwaukee 3, Baltimore 2. Harlow, DeCinces, and Dempsey to bat. So Sorensen in his sixth inning of work, up by a run. Sorensen with a windup, pitch to Harlow, and that's going to be a strikeout, one away. Here's DeCinces. So 4 strikeouts in the game for Sorensen. DeCinces 0 for 2, a couple flyouts, and the pitch. That's a drive to left center field. Back goes Heisel with the catch, and that's 2 outs. So now here's Dempsey. He's 0 for 2. Sorensen with the windup, pitch to Dempsey. And that's going to be a struck him out. Larry Sorensen, 6 strong innings. It's a pitcher's duel here in Baltimore so far. 3-2 Milwaukee. So Martinez followed by Mulder and Money. So Martinez looks in, top of the 7th inning. Buck is 1 for 2 with a double. And the pitch struck him out. Dennis Martinez, strikeout number 5. Here's Mulder, 1 for 3, and a big 2 RBI single back in the 4th. It's the big hit of the ball game. Martinez with a windup, pitch to Mulder, and that's a base hit for Mulder. Let's see if he wants to run now. Big hit there, and he does. Here's a stolen base, and he does. Again, he gets, I believe, his second stolen base of the ball game. Mulder on at second, 1 out. Here's Money, 1 for 3. One of the big veterans on this team. Martinez from the stretch, pitch to Money, and that's going to be a walk to him first and second. Now Dennis Martinez with 276 innings. I believe he probably would be an 8. So Cooper, there shouldn't be any fatigue problem for Dennis. He just needs to bear down. Or does Weaver make a very early call to the bullpen? Lefty, righty, lefty coming up. They're looking at their bullpen. They have their big guns. They do got a couple nice additions on the squad when healthy. Then again, they look at Tippy Martinez, kind of not been used a lot. Does he come in and make a quick appearance here? And let's see, to keep it close. And they want to pitch. Cooper is not much better. So Cooper will bat. Martinez stays on the mound. Let's see what happens. Martinez from the stretch in the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Harlow will make this catch. There's 2 outs. And now here's Larry Heisel. Heisel is 1 for 3 with Ogilvy to bat next. If he gets on, you almost certain might see Tippy here. So Dennis Martinez from the stretch, first and second, 2 outs. And the pitch, and that's a liner. No, what a play there by the shortstop. And that could have saved the bases from being loaded. 7th inning stretch here in Baltimore. Get your crab cakes. Milwaukee 3, Baltimore 2. Belanger, Bunbury, and Smith to bat for the Birds. Sorensen stays out there. Milwaukee's bullpen doesn't have any really tired arms. Again, they used Mike Caldwell in that save appearance the last time we're here. Pitched 4 innings to give him the save versus the Yankees. Sorensen with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that is a ground ball to second. Tough play for money. Makes the play. Oh, he had to go down for it. Got up and threw a strike. 1 out in the seventh. Here's Bunbury. 1 for 3, a run scored. Sorensen with the windup pitch to Bunbury, and that's a base hit for Bunbury. Let's see if Bunbury can maybe get on here and get a stolen base. He can. Here's the throw, not in time. Bunbury steals second. So a big steal there for Al. So he's on at second. He's the tying run for Billy Smith. Prefers right-handed pitching. Oh, let's see what we're going to do. Do the Brewers, do they have a lefty they trust in this situation? My guess sometimes would be Bob McClure, although he got thumped the last time he was out here. 9. And Bob McClure will come on and get Sorensen, and they're gonna try to get him some innings. So Bob McClure, that was actually looking at Bill Castro, another guy, and there is Bob McClure, 1-1 on the year. So he's been here, vultured a couple wins and losses. 13.50 ERA, 2 hits over 1 inning, and 2 strikeouts. Lefty matchup. Smith turns around, bats righty. Run on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a space hit up the middle. Bunbury scores, and it's 3-3. So Billy Smith with a base hit. Here's Singleton now. McClure looks in from the stretch. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. That is Mauder. That's not going to go well. And he cannot make the play, and he throws it away. So the runners will be at second and third for 1 out for Murray. And now we have some problems brewing. Second and third, 1 out. Infield has to play in. On deck is May, and you know you'll probably get a righty in this situation. You walk Murray and get your righty. Let's see what you do here. Again, ballpark hits at a minimum, so it kind of makes McClure a lot more effective. Lefty McClure to Murray and the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball back to McClure. 3E22 makes the play. Side will continue. And that's 2 outs now for May. Yep, here comes probably Bamberger. He'll come out and yank him. Get me another righty out there. And it's probably going to be Eduardo Rodriguez. So Eduardo Rodriguez comes in. He has gotten the save, 4 innings, given up 5 hits over 4 innings. Pitched well. They claim he's kind of overused. So it's second and third, 2 outs. Rodriguez to May. And the pitch. And he struck him out. Good call there by the Brewer manager. We stay tied. We go to the 8th. It's 3-3. Heading to the 8th inning. Excitement as we play this second game of a doubleheader. Close ball game. Dennis Martinez will probably come out here. Weaver does not like this matchup. So Weaver will come out and get Dennis Martinez, and we'll get Tippy Martinez. So Tippy will come in. No record, only 1 hit. Not really used a lot. So does Ogilvy stay out there? He has power. He's the designated hitter, so the Brewers go to somebody else. Let's see, they got somebody who wants to see a lefty. Not really. So who out here is a little stronger against a lefty? And I don't want to bring Andy Etchebarren. That's kind of a BS thing. Wolford would be the next best thing. But with Ogilvy's hitting the way he is, I'll leave him out there to hit. Lefty matchup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a walk. So Ogilvy draws the walk, not what Weaver wanted Tippy to do. And here's Lascano. He's coming off an outrageous 79. Actually, next year will be 79. In the 79 campaign, Lascano was at about 1.3 OPS versus lefties out. Just an insane stat. So Martinez, the lefty, Lascano. Here's the pitch. And that is a ground ball to first. That is Murray, and he can't make the play. That's a base hit. Murray was holding Ogilvy on, and that's a base hit. Smith was able to make the play in the inner outfield. There was no play, so now the Brewers got 2 on and nobody out. And now the switch has not made sense. Now here's Bando with a chance. On deck is Gorman Thomas, and this could be the last batter for Tippy here. From the stretch to Bando, first and second, nobody out. 3-3 ball game. Single to center field. Ogilvy a 1-15. Harlow's going to come running. They're going to send the throw. They're going to hold the throw, not in time. And the Brewers take a 4-3 lead. Not what he wanted from Tippy Martinez today. So now, let's see. Ooh, it looks like I was looking for Sammy Stewart, but he might have not stayed on the roster long enough. So let's see if the Orioles have somebody left on their staff who I like. Let's go probably Joe Kerrigan just so you can get a righty matchup in this situation. So let's bring in Kerrigan to replace him. So the Brewers do take the Tippy Martinez and three batters quite well. First and second, nobody out. Kerrigan a righty. Here's the pitch to Gorman Thomas. That's a strikeout. There's one out. That's a big out. Now here's Buck Martinez, 1 for 3 of the double. Kerrigan from the stretch to Martinez, and that's going to be a ballpark single. Montgomery makes the catch. It was actually a ballpark homer, but he was not powered up, so it turns into a flyout. 2 outs for Molitor. He's 2 for 4 and a couple ribbies. Does Molitor come through in the clutch again? Kerrigan from the stretch, pitch to Molitor, and he does. Fly ball to deep left field over Harlow's head. Here comes Lascano, scores. Bando turns to a 1-16. He's going to try to score. Hold the trailing runner, and he just gets in on time. He gets to the plate first. And the Brewers break it out. They lead it 6-3. Their 11th hit of the ball game, and they take a 3-run lead. Kerrigan the money. So again, the Orioles defensive choices not working out. 6-3 Milwaukee. So now here's Harlow to Sensei Dempsey. Eduardo Rodriguez will stay out there. From the windup, here's a pitch to Harlow, and that's a fly ball to center. Thomas with the catch and one away. Here's the Sensei 0 for 3. Rodriguez with the windup and the pitch. That's a strikeout and 2 outs. Here's Dempsey 0 for 3. Rodriguez with the windup, pitch to Dempsey, and that's a fly ball to center. 3 up, 3 down. Oh, Thomas cannot make the play. Goes over his head. It went off his glove, too. He goes to third, and Dempsey will get a double, and the error charged to Gorman Thomas. So now the Orioles inning has continued. Belanger to bat, but that's probably going to change. So now let's see what they're going to do. Probably Rich Dower here, and they'll just put Billy Smith over to third. So Dower, right-handed batter. Rodriguez from the stretch and the pitch. That's a line drive caught, and the side is retired. New at shortstop will be Billy Smith. Probably not as good at short. And yeah, not really. That probably won't be as effective. Let's see if they get more out of my favorite name. Oh, Kiko Garcia is not much better. High E rating. So they're going to have to live with that. So Dower will stay at second. Billy Smith will go to short. We go to the ninth inning. Brewers lead it 6-3. 6-11-2 for Milwaukee. 3-10-1 for Baltimore. Kerrigan with the windup. Cooper, Heisel, Ogilvy to batter. Here's the pitch from Joe Kerrigan. Fly ball in the center. Harlow with the catch and one away. Here's Heisel. He's 1 for 4. Single back in the first. Kerrigan with the windup. Pitch to him, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs. Here's Ogilvy. 1 for 3 at the RBI. Kerrigan with a windup pitch to Ogilvy, and that's a strikeout to retire the side. 6-3 Milwaukee. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Last time for flight for the Orioles. 2 for 4. 2 runs scored so far for Al. Eduardo Rodriguez will stay out there. He'll get the win here if he holds on to it. Pitch to Bunbury, and that's going to be a single to right field. Now there's a chance for a save. So now here's Billy Smith, 3 for 3 with a double so far. Rodriguez from the stretch, pitch to Billy Smith, not the goalie. And there's a drive to deep left center field. Is that ball deep enough? It is. A 2-run homer for Billy Smith. What a ball game for Billy Smith. Have yourself a ball game. He's 4 for 4. He was a triple from the cycle, and it's now 6-5. So the Oriole fans take flight. They have a chance here. So now Eduardo Rodriguez will probably come out this ball game. And now you're in a save situation. The smart choice is Bill Castro, who's their closer, but a card that is not so bueno at times. Okay, but a switch, he'll get the side he wants. So Castro will come in. He'll pitch to a couple lefties. Castro is more dominant against the lefty side here. So Castro comes in 6-5 Milwaukee. Castro with the windup to Singleton. He's 1 for 3 and the pitch. And that ball is a line drive caught by Money, and there's one away. Here's Murray, 0 for 3 at the RBI. Castro looks in and the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Money with the play, and there's 2 outs. And a good job by Bill Castro. But Lee May, will he stay in the ball game where Earl Weaver played percentages here? And they got Pat Kelly or Terry Crowley on the bench. They say, does Lee May's numbers strong enough? Kiko Garcia, they say, is. We'll go to Pat Kelly here, and I hope they stay on the batter's card. Kelly on the year, 1 for 8. Let's see if he can do something. Castro from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a lop up the short. Mauter with the catch. Makes the catch. The Orioles make it interesting, but the ball game is over. The Brewers will now go to 5-1. Watch out. This Brewer team gets hot. The Orioles are 3-3. The winning pitcher is going to be Eduardo Rodriguez. He goes an inning and a third, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. Castro does get his first save. The loss goes to Tippy Martinez. He deserved it. He got 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned, 3 batters. Boy, he just got roughed up in relief. Home runs by Billy Smith, his first, and that was a big one to get the Orioles back in it, but not enough. Brewers 11 hits, the Orioles 12. The Brewers had 2 errors, and the Orioles had 1. Paul Mauter 3 for 5, 4 runs batted in for the Brew Crew. While Billy Smith, have yourself a game, 4 for 4, 2 runs scored, 3 runs batted in. Well, folks, that's your ball game. Brewers win at 6-5, 6-11-2. Brewers 5-1, Orioles 5-12-1. The Orioles will drop to 3-3. Let's take a look at our schedule. What probably will look like our next couple games we'll probably look at. Again, this is going to be a Friday schedule. It'll probably be Texas and the Red Sox. That's their home opener. Alexander Eckersley. And then it'll probably be Indians and Royals, and that's Wise and Splitoff. I'll kind of play around the schedule a little bit. Then you got the Angels and A's and Mariners and Twins. That could be just an auto series, or I'll play them offline just to get them done. Again, I want to keep things flowing, but not bore people with the Mariners Twins games unless people do want to see them. But yeah, we'll probably go away from the schedule, go Rangers, Red Sox. That's Alexander and Eck. That's a home opener for Boston. And then it's going to be Cleveland. That'll be Wise and Splittorf, and that's going to be a series there between the Royals and the Indians. So, okay, folks, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. It's been a great one. This has been a Stratomatic 1978 American League replay. Please like, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night, and thank you for coming as always.